On Tuesday, the 5th of October, we arrived at Inhambane, and after getting the waypoints to safely get behind the dune and to a safe anchorage from Howie on Ypsilanti, we moved around and we anchored at the White Sands resorts. It's always nice to get back to land where you can catch up with a nice meal at a local restaurant or a lodge, which makes some really nice food.
Wow, real food, eh? Like after a long time.
The 80s mom. It's not unusual, eh? We knew we'd be at Inhambane for about a week, waiting for weather window to head back down to Maputo. We had marked a small crack that had developed on the side arm of the davit on our trip down, and when we got to Inhambane we noticed that the crack had moved about 5 millimeters on both sides, so it was important for us to stop and get out the welder and tackle this crack to prevent it getting worse on our way down to Richards Bay. Sunset in Inhambane. Possibly last night, yeah. On Tuesday, the 12th of October, we raised the anchor at about 6:30 and made our way through the shallows during high tide to be able to get out behind the sandbanks and into the open sea heading for Maputo. O'clock. Heading for Maputo. Filming you.
Huh?
I'm filming you.
No.
We knew this was going to be a downward leg, so we raised the spinnaker early and got moving with the wind behind us. Our first sunset on this leg was truly amazing. As darkness set in, the wind picked up a little bit, and so did the current, so we really picked up some good speeds heading south. moon was full moon, so the sea was lit up very bright during the evening sail. When you're sailing above 8 knots with Serian, what you'll notice is that the water coming off the back of the boat gets very loud. Wednesday afternoon, the 13th of October at 16:10, we arrived at Inyaka and dropped the anchor to get a good night's sleep. On our trip down, one of the reefing lines broke, so Maya went up the mast to feed a new one in. Once we were checked in with the maritime authorities at Inyaka, we headed down to Santa Maria to get away from another big southerly that was coming the next day.
Blowing, huh?
Yeah.
It was great to be back at Santa Maria because we met up with friends, had a nice chat, caught up on a year's travels, and just basically had a nice time until the weather was right for us to go into Maputo.
Center, windy, rainy day.
Maybe he wants to go for a swim.
We made our way to Shafina, which is close to Maputo, to spend the night before heading off into the city in the morning. We chose to put Serian in Maputo Marina, which is a bit of a mud pit in low tide, but it was a good place to safely store Serian while we met with friends and sorted out all of our personal issues so we could head on to Richards Bay. Once we had sorted out everything we needed in Maputo and the weather window was good, we headed out to Inyaka for the night so we could leave for Richards Bay in the morning. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and leave us a comment and subscribe to see the next episode.